there I was. I made a short and I hauled out all the portables and I laid them all out. And plus, I just wanted to see what they all look like all together. But at any rate, while I had this portable 2 out, I realized I hadn't done anything with it in quite a while. And I thought it might be fun to play some Bubble Bobble or something. Well, I turned it on. And what do I get greeted with? But a memory error. So I thought it'd be fun to go through the process of diagnosing this and trying to figure out which chip might have failed. Now I bought 10 replacement chips when I had one go bad before. So I have some spares. So that's the good part. I bought the Micron technology chips, so so I'd make sure I have plenty of opportunities to make videos to replace them, right? So the first bunch is all zeros. Then you have a second group that says 0400. And then, of course, you got your 201 memory error. So let's figure out what we got to do to make sense of these numbers here. All right, so the information I'll be sharing came from a service manual that I downloaded from this website here. And I'll leave a link in the description. So what you want to look at here is your memory code. Now ours was 6 zeros followed by 0400. So those are the numbers we're concerned with here. And if you look here, you got the 6 zeros. Well, ours were where XX would be the first 2 zeros there. Well, ours were both 0. And then the last one, the bit, ours was a 0 as well. Now this is going to be important. Then you look at your YY numbers. Well, in our case that was 04, and our ZZ is 00. All right, there are 2 motherboards. Mine is the second one here with a little dog leg on it. And in the case of the motherboards, there are 2 revisions of that, I guess, because one has 64K chips on it, and the other one has 256K chips. So you go find the table that pertains to your system. And let's see here. Version 2 using 256K RAMs right here. Okay, so what we're going to look for next is this table pertains to errors with 00, 02, 04, 06. And ours was, of course, 00. So we look for 04, and it says here that the culprit is most likely U9. Okay? So we're going to look at the map here, and we will look to see where U9 is located on the motherboard. And I'll probably forget, and we'll have to come back and look again, but we'll go ahead and cover it now. And see here, highlighted in red is U9. Okay, so I got the overhead camera working finally. Updated the software and applied my license and blah blah blah. Anyway, now it's time. Let's put this back together here. How's this one fit? Ooh, right on. Alright, cool. So this is a Torx T15. Alright, so these screws come out here. And I think there's 2 on the other side as well. It's been a little bit since I had this part. So we'll spin her around again. And in here, we got this. And this. So it seemed like there was a trick to this. You had to put this like halfway up or something so it didn't get caught when you lift up the deal. You get both sides? No, just that one. So an issue. Well, because of my modification here, on this side here, I have my CF card, so we'll pull that out of the way so it won't be damaged. And then, yeah, that should do it. I think at this point. So we'll just lift up the two side panels here so they won't get caught on anything. And ever so gently, we'll work this off of here. Alright. Then, let's see, I think that's a larger size. Memory serves, well apparently it doesn't. Oh, are you kidding me? Well, we were taking it apart anyway. Now, there's no turning back. Good Lord. Smaller one is a, it's like a T10. Now that really sucks that one fell down inside. It's one of the things you got to be careful with these machines is the screws will fall inside if you're careless. A lot of these panels are made where you just have to loosen the screws. You don't have to take them out. But this one that covers the drive bays is not quite that way. I guess if I could scoot this back, we could have had some overhead recording going on, huh? So we're taking this panel off here. Still stuck there. Oh my goodness. I don't know if we're going to get that out of there, honestly. I think I got to take this one off first. Fun. End up taking the whole dang computer apart just for a simple thing. Alright. So, comes up. Comes out. Move that out of the way. Lift this up. And I see the screw drop, so that's good news. Okay, so now we're in the danger zone. Alright, I'm trying to remember how the bezel comes off. That I say that wrong. So let's see here. Yeah, we move this off this side. Yeah, I'm trying not to disconnect the keyboard. It's not something we want to do for what we're wanting to accomplish here today, I don't think. Yeah. Well, see, it's not really. Yeah, I don't think so. I think we need to take the bezel. I remember when I took this one apart the first time, all these all these posts just broke off there where these screws go into. They just broke right off away from the front bezel. So I got one here, and then we got one on the other side. And we should be able to just loosen them, but I'm just going to take it out. Avoid the drama of getting hung up on a piece of plastic. Alright, then this one here, same. Alright. Hopefully that's all that holds it. Alright, so if we come out this way now, I'm going to take this knob off. And I think it'll come off of there. Yeah, here we go. Alright. So, with that done, we should be able to slide the drive cage out the front here. Without too much difficulty, hopefully. I gotta figure out where that dang screw ended up. That's gonna be fun. Alright, so let's see here. If we unplug it from there, yeah. So that'll be good. If we could get this out of there without destroying anything, that would be lovely. Yeah, it's coming. Okay, and so one more connection and we're out of here. Right on. So with that, we should be able to take the entire drive thing out the way here. Lovely. Alright, so we wanted U9. So yeah, our U9, if you look where I'm pointing, is right here. So it's on that smaller little leg there, and the first row there, that's your bank 1 memory. But the second one that's socketed, now that's going to be the very first chip here, as we're looking at it from our perspective here. Like right here is the front. So where I'm drawing this little thing here, that's the front of the computer. And U9's right here. So, translated to this here, U9 would be right here. And supposedly that's the one to win 9-9. So we'll just put a little deoxit on it. Yeah. That last time I remember it stuck pretty good. Let's give it a try. See if we might just get this out of here. Yeah, it came out mostly. Legs took a little bit of a beating. We're gonna assume that's a bad chip anyway. So let me go get us a 256. Here's our MT memory here. So Micron Technologies. Made the 33rd week of 1987. And it's MT 125915. Anyway, it's a 256K by 1 bit. And this matches our 125915s that are in there. So let's plug them in there, and then we'll see if we've solved our memory problem. Alright, we're just going to go ahead and wipe this up a little bit. be okay. Just wipe some of the excess stuff off of there. Alright, so we'll get the no drive error, but we could see if our memory error went away. So there's that. Turn it on. So let me zoom in here. We're counting memory, and I want to say it's got 2.6 megabytes. So it should be 2640. Okay, 2688. And we got a keyboard error. How about that? Might be because it's pressing a key here. Alright, so anyway, there you go. So we can turn all this off, plug the drives back in, see how many of the errors go away. So that seemed to have fixed our memory error. How about that? Pretty cool. So sometimes you gotta look for projects to do, and sometimes projects just find you. I love having spares because, you know, it would have been a big thing. I'd had to order memory and wait and blah blah. But because I ordered extras, I actually had what I needed to take care of it. So I thought that was kind of cool. Here, I think we'll plug this one in first. And then over here, so this other one is keyed. If I'm catching this on the video, on the camera, so it's keyed, so you're not going to screw that up. That's pretty simple here. I know I'm not wearing a anti-static wristband or anything, but what I am doing is touching the chassis, and that's grounding myself before I touch things. So if I was carrying any static electricity, that would have discharged it to the chassis. We're going to have to get a little closer to plug that guy in. I think I might can get him now. Might be able to get it now. So there it is. And then. So many opportunities to get snagged on things here, but I think we got it. Before we go any further together, let's test it one more time. See if we've got her fixed. $26.88. Still got that keyboard error. I wonder what that's about. Uh-oh. I didn't put the CF card in. Hold on, baby, hold on. Let's try it with the CF card in there. Oh my goodness, what a fit you through, baby. What a fit you through. Still got that dang keyboard error. F1. Oh, okay, the 4 button's stuck. You on, you little devil, you. Yeah, I think I got it. I think I got it unstuck. That was fun. So let's do a directory here. Huh. Alright, let's just do this then. CD bubble. Oh, here we go. No. All right, well, seems to be working. Well, there you go. So, the bad part is, I formatted this disk and it's got all these different partitions because DOS 331 will not allow a very large partition, I don't believe. Yeah, it says here the max partition size is 32 megs, and that's why I did what I did. I want to say these are around about 25 megabytes. And then I think Windows is on D, so let's try that. Let's see, D:4. And of course we get a 4 too. More 4s. Oh. I pushed down on it and made a popping sound, and now it's fixed. Who knew? Make sure they're all in there this time. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay. Let me see. Oh, it does work. Okay. I didn't hook up the mouse. Basic. Oh, that's cool. Compaq. Is it too bright? No, look at that. When you don't have it so bright, you can actually see some texture to this stuff. That's neat. A little bit brighter than that, though. Maybe right there. Yeah, CJ. Keyboard. Which would be K. Oh, what happened? Oh, I was doing the demo play. Uh-oh. Oh, it shrunk me. Anyway, we fix. Thanks y'all for watching.